Lately, I've been struggling to create. There's this wall of mixed emotions that are blocking me from pursuing my creative passion. I'm feeling burnt out, the fatigue from all the late nights beginning to pile up, and I find myself contemplating, asking myself the same question over and over again. Is this really all worth it? I also feel like there's a part of me missing, but one day, opportunity came knocking on my door. And it came in the form of a gift. I once told myself that if I ever need to pick myself up, I just need to go on an adventure. And nothing sounds like a better adventure than going back to my roots, where my life began. I'm Jay, and this is my life on film.
Freak out, she's coming. Freak out, she's sick up, and it's coming for you.
Philippines isn't the most luxurious place in the world, but it's still a country that's rich in culture. And even though we don't have skyscrapers and bright neon lights, we have some of the best islands in the world. Us Filipinos live simple lives, and we're grateful for every blessing that comes our way, because our possessions don't define our happiness. Amazing food, great humor, and being surrounded by family. That's all we really need. But I haven't been able to enjoy these types of moments in a very long time. It's been about 6 years since I visited the Philippines. Before COVID, my family and I used to visit almost every single year. And during that time, I developed some sort of tolerance to the country. Every time we went back, I felt as though it was the same exact trip as the last one. In other words, I got bored doing the same things over and over again. But I've grown since then, and now that I'm back here, I've challenged myself to look at my homeland from a different perspective. Who knows? I might just find a cure for my creative burnout. I don't really enjoy hot weather, especially when it's hot early in the morning. But this time around, it felt different. The humidity felt like a warm embrace, a premonition of the times to come. It was as if I was being welcomed home. I couldn't help but think about the last time I came here 6 years ago. And from the first breath, I was ready to enjoy this trip to the fullest. Until I wasn't. Contrary to what I had hoped, we were met with a lot of rain. And I was honestly worried that I wouldn't be able to fulfill my goal due to the poor weather conditions. However, I knew that this was just a test of patience, because good things always come to those who wait. I didn't grow up on a farm, but I've always wondered what life would be like if I did.
Well, when I woke up, she was looking at me. I could do or say to change her mind any way. She told me that things was gonna change. If I wanted her, I couldn't stay the same. So I stopped going out on Friday nights. I stopped drinking with no joke. For the record, it can't be understated. All I've been domesticated. Lord, I've been domesticated. All I do is stay at home all damn day.
Spending time on this farm made me realize that there are so many things and opportunities that I've never experienced before. Humans, by nature, are curious. And as I've grown older, I've gotten closer to my curious side, which has allowed me to experience so many new things. One of my greatest challenges as a filmmaker is getting inspired. Well, it's more like a struggle with executing the ideas I get whenever I do feel inspired. I used to think that my life had to be extravagant in order to create amazing videos. Sometimes I even get discouraged when I feel that my day isn't interesting enough to film. But during my time here in the Philippines, we went to a resort, a hidden jewel filled with ice-cold water from a natural spring. The perfect place to quench the heat. And with no signal for our phones, we had no choice but to enjoy the resort to its fullest. It was on this day that something clicked. The thing I've realized is creativity isn't something you wait for. It's something that you achieve by doing, by actively pursuing the best ways to express your feelings or experiences. Just like this resort, a natural spring that was turned into a spot for families to enjoy. A place to relax, to smile and create memories, a place that you would want to go back to over and over again. Creativity is something you chase after, and the best part about it is, it's everywhere. The world is an infinite supply of inspiration. There are so many stories to tell, so many moments in life that can be shared with others. And it's these experiences that inspire us. All it takes is one simple moment. You just have to look at things a bit differently, maybe even take a few risks. As long as you desire to create, it always results in something beautiful. As a creator, I often find myself consumed by the idea of getting the shot, to the point where I spent so much time obsessing over the idea of finding the perfect frames to share with my friends. Then, we flew over to the Islands of Palawan, and it wasn't until then that I remembered, I have nothing to prove. I started making videos because I wanted to conserve the memories I had made by curating films of my life. And somewhere along the way, I'd forgotten the reason why I create. But when the bodies of water separated me from my camera, I was just grateful. Grateful that I was able to experience these moments again. The next morning, we found ourselves in Puerto Princesa, the capital city of Palawan. We had something exciting for our only full day here, so after having some taho, we made our way to Sabang, a coastal village that would be the starting point of our adventure. Not many people can say that they've seen any of the new 7 wonders of nature, but on this day, I got to see one of these wonders for the second time. The underground river. Located in the belly of a sleeping giant, visitors need to take a boat to the national park where the main river tour is. Once you arrive, you walk through the forest where you may encounter some cheeky friends along the way. At the end of the trail, the turquoise waters reveal itself to you as the guides get you settled for your tour of Puerto Princesa's underground river. As you enter, floating into the darkness of the cave, the air becomes silent. In no time, your guide's light reveals an endless hall of rock formations. Formed over thousands of years, the stunning stalactites and stalagmites portray different objects and scenes. It was kind of like cloud watching. The same joy I felt when I saw a dinosaur in the clouds, that's what I felt in this moment. And the way that these rocks formed over time reminded me of my progress as a creative. Sometimes I just feel like I'm rushing to see results, but the underground river has taught me that it takes time to grow, and everything I experience is shaping my mind to become something beautiful. I just need to remember that the growth is always worth the wait. Observing life here in Palawan has shown me that simplicity is a form of abundance. Life moves a lot slower, but the city is rich in natural beauty and genuine smiles. This trip has really been a lesson on taking a step back and just slowing down for a bit. And in the modesty of a slow life, the world reveals its secrets. It reveals a life that can be enjoyed without all of the extra stuff. Like that time in Baker's Hill, when I almost left my phone because I was too busy devouring my pizza bread. And it just happened to be on our last day, just hours before our flight back to Manila. I couldn't help but think about what it would be like if I really did lose my phone that day. But then I was reminded of the people in Palawan and realized that what we need is often far less than what we think. And that's all that matters. The world doesn't need to see my whole life unfolding. I get to choose to share the moments that matter most to me. I can imagine the face of my younger self, the joy that he would feel if he watched these videos and saw how blessed we are to be able to experience the life we've lived so far. That's why I create. And I hope that somewhere down the line, I'll be able to share these moments to my own family too. Now, I'm going to be transparent. The main reason that we're here in the Philippines is actually to attend a wedding. Her older brother is getting married, the first amongst her siblings. So, throughout the past few weeks, I've been spending time with her and her family, getting to know each and every one of them. I'm just grateful that they welcomed me into their home and treated me like one of their own. There's something so beautiful about weddings. The union of two people becoming one under God. The idea of spending the rest of your life with the person you love. I will never not be amazed by it. It makes me think about how the life we've been given was never designed to be spent alone. Like, it's great that I have all these memories to look back on, but it's even better that I have family, friends, someone to look back on it with. Someone who was there with me during those times, going through all these experiences together. So enjoy these moments. If you can, preserve them. For most, memories only last for a short while, but I'm glad knowing that through my lens, my memories will last a lifetime. There's this word in Tagalog that I love. Tahanan. It means home. But it's not really referring to the physical structure of a house. We have another word for that. Tahanan represents a place where you can find comfort and peace. A place where you belong. And I think that's beautiful. Because going back to the Philippines has taught me the true definition of home.
It's been so long, I know, but I'm finally coming home. Till then I'm dreaming of your heart, your eyes, our love.
When I look back on the last few weeks, I've learned a lot. Being able to find joy in the small things, like having a snack with the person you love, or spending time with family. You know, those mundane things that no one really pays attention to. That's where our joy and kindness comes from. That's why Filipinos are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Because we treasure those precious moments. And as this trip comes to an end, I'm constantly reminded of the lessons I've learned over the past few weeks. I've never been more motivated to simply create, to get better at the things I love doing. And if you're in the same position that I was in a couple of weeks ago, don't worry. If you truly love creating, you'll find a way to overcome these obstacles that are blocking your way. With that being said, it's time to go back to Australia, but I'll be back here for sure. So to this beautiful country that I call home, see you soon.